So what you need is a reason you're gonna rise up. Don't let anybody or anything silence the stories inside of you.
Julia's penetrating a really, certainly a male-dominated industry, not a lot of females, or at least not a lot of examples that we're exposed to in the mainstream. So she's really moving through this and defining herself and defining her work in ways that are authentically her. And I think that's what makes people connect.
She's going to help you see the world with a different lens. When she's up on stage, you could really, you see that. She embodies it. She carries herself with a lot of confidence, with a lot of knowledge.
And I am worth something.
True. That's courage. Saying no matter what the world says, no matter what I feel when I look in the mirror, all the things I want to pick apart, I'm gonna still choose to love myself and to believe I'm lovable, to believe I belong.
I'm really happy that this happened because it's helped a lot in many ways. Not only for the girls, but I know the guys got help too. So I'm just happy that this happened instead of just a boring presentation.
I had shoes, my toes would go out. Everybody used to make fun of me.
Both of you. You're gonna make me cry, and I'm not sorry that I'm crying because I have a son, and I hope one day he grows up around people where he doesn't feel like he has to hide his story or who he is, because the people around him are showing him what it means to be a real human being that's compassionate and kind. So thank you again for sharing that, both of you. Thank you. In moments like this, you take it, you grab it, and you say, you know what? I'm not gonna wear a mask today. I'm not gonna pretend I'm tough and I have everything together.
It's not only does the world need Julia, but they need people like Julia. The building, the room, the conference, it goes from a building to a safe space to express ourselves. And if that's one thing Julia is particularly gifted at.
The impact that she makes, the tears that we get out of people, there's no comparison to that, and there's definitely a place for that. We need that, they need that, we needed that growing up, and that's honestly the biggest reason why we do this, because we've all been through stuff and we never had an opportunity to share these feelings, these emotions.
You guys give it up for the lovely Julia! Okay, you guys are incredible, okay? All right, guys.
As you see, the worst type of theft is identity.
So she kept pleading with the tears swelling up behind her eyes, but the lies she had been told flooded over her like a wrath from hell, and she didn't know where to turn for help when this destructive power had her so deep under its spell. I fight for what's right because if I don't, who will? But if only you knew that week after week, I meet students who want to put a period at the end of their story where a semicolon can be.
If we're not talking about this stuff, they're not showing up fully to learn in the classroom, and these things pop up later and cause loss of instructional time in different spaces. We need more of this. It's worth the investment.
It's really enlightening to see just how everybody actually feels, instead of just seeing everybody on a surface level, oh, you're like that or you're like that, and just to really see everybody's true story.
Seeing how the students respond to this, you're really speaking to them. You're speaking their language. You're telling a lot of their stories.
We are going to rise. We're going to rise for those who no longer have the choice. We are going to rise for those who want to reach out for help but don't know how to use their voice. What if, with every word spoken, we knew that someone besides us was a little less broken? And what if, with every story shared, we knew that someone in this room, no, everybody actually cared? Your story, my story, our stories being shared together, making the world a little less lonely and a heck of a lot better. Find a reason to rise.
I'm gonna rise up against anyone who's been suffering through depression or is that even attempted suicide.
I want to rise up for anyone who had a lot of trouble in their life fitting in.
I'm going to rise for all those who are suffering from any mental disability or problem.
I'm going to rise for anyone who feels like they aren't worth it and they don't matter.
I'm going to rise for all of those who have lost someone close to them and feel alone.
She has literally saved lives. I don't mean that figuratively. Has literally saved lives. There is physical proof that there are young women who quit, who wanted to quit, who wanted to stop, who wanted to give up, who wanted to take their own life, but they heard Julia's story, they saw her vulnerability, they saw the power, and she helped them go. There's no greater impact than that.
But whatever you do, don't stay silent. And don't ever let anyone silence the story inside of you. You never know when sharing it can save a life.
We're dope. I'm not saying we're the best, but nobody's better. I'm joking.